Dude, you're going to be in so much trouble with the police. This is extreme even by your standards. You're a cat. You're supposed to be getting fuss, eating fish, not bringing back flipping severed hands. I know it's Halloween, but this is illegal. You can't be doing this. Looks fresh though. Yeah. I don't think I can cook this up on the channel, do you? Hello everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Adam's officially gone insane. So yes, it's nearly Halloween, isn't it? Which I don't really celebrate, to be honest. So this isn't going to be a Halloween recipe. It's going to be an Italian sausage risotto. Still nice though. But before we dive into this, remember, watch the video all the way through so you don't miss a step. Plus, I'm entertaining, as well as a good cook. It's 2 for 1 on this channel. And if you haven't done so already, hit subscribe, tap the little bell icon, and then it will notify you when I upload a video. Italian sausage risotto, let's get on with it. All the ingredients will be below in the description. Yeah, let's do it. Let's go and chop some onions and garlic to start this story off. So we've got ourselves a large onion. I'm not going to use all of that. So slice that in half, peel it, and we want a fine dice on this. So firstly, Adam, you need to sharpen your knife again. Oh, you're going to get so much hate in the comments, aren't you? Yeah, so we want a fine dice because that's just going to melt into the risotto. We've got 1 small garlic clove. That's because Italian sausages have plenty of garlic in them already. But I just want that hit of fresh garlic flavour. I'm just going to chop that up. Now, with our sausages, I'm going to take the meat out of the skins. Slice down the centre and just take off that skin. And I'll show you why in a second. So, into our pan here, we're going to add a drizzle of olive oil. Get that onto a medium-high heat. So, with our bits of sausage then, all I'm going to do is just pinch off little sort of small little meatball type things and just drop them in the pan. And all we're looking to do at the moment is to get some colour on that sausage. Get it all nice and golden brown, because what does golden brown mean? Means flavour. Right, okay, so once we've got some colour on the sausage, just going to put that onto a plate to one side. We've got all that sausagey goodness in there and that fat. We want to keep that. So I've turned the heat down very low. We'll go in with our onion. And listen, you should know by now, sweat that down for about 10-15 minutes till they're nice and soft and translucent. Imagine a world with no onions and garlic. It's the start of so many great things, including me. I'm probably made up of about 90% onions and garlic.
16 paranoia-filled days later.
So it's been about 10 minutes. I'm now going to add just a touch more olive oil. There's not quite enough fat in there. Get the garlic in, and we're also going to add the rice. Now I'm using arborio. Now there's 2 main rices that you can use in a risotto. Arborio is the most common, but if you can get it, carnaroli is just a little bit better. It's got more starch in it, so you get a much more creamier risotto, but I couldn't find any today, so I'm using arborio. We get that into the pan. Basically what you're doing is you're cracking the rice, which just kind of helps open up the grains and just kind of gives you a more creamier, delicious risotto. So I've just been toasting that rice off for a couple of minutes. Let's add some vino. As it's Italian, I've got a Pinot Grigio here, but use any good wine that you would drink. So you want a good glassful, and that wine is going to pick up all the sausagey goodness, and we want to reduce that down and concentrate it, because we don't want the raw alcohol flavour in the risotto, because that is nasty. It's just going to taste bitter and Cook it out for a few minutes until there's almost nothing left. So that wine has pretty much disappeared, and we can now start adding the stock. Now the secret with a good risotto is add the stock a little at a time. Don't just go and chuck the whole lot in. So we're just going to add a good ladleful's worth, I suppose. And this is where it just takes time, folks. Okay, you can't rush a risotto. And literally what you have to do is continuously stir it, because that agitates the starch in the rice and makes it creamy. So you can't just go and leave it, go and watch TV, put your feet up. You just got to keep stirring until most of the stock has been absorbed by the rice, and then you can add some more. And you just kind of repeat that process, and it will take some time, about 40 to 50 minutes. So I'll see you in a bit when we're about halfway done. I'll show you the next bit. Now I just wanted to show you quickly, you see how the rice has absorbed nearly all of that stock. So I'm going to go in with another sort of ladleful, continue to stir, keep stirring, agitate that starch, and just repeat it. Look, we're about halfway there. Now just give it a quick taste. I can tell that's kind of halfway done because the rice is still not quite cooked. There's still a bit of resistance there. It's a bit too raw. But you want the rice to be al dente. You don't want it to be kind of mushy and like obliterated. You still want a bit of bite. So we're going to add the sausages back in. Now look, if you want more sausage, just chuck another one in. Okay, I'm trying to be frugal, you know, kind of make this a bit budgety. Is that a word? Budgety? No, it's not. And I've got some fresh thyme. This was left over from the potato gratin recipe I did the other day, which was wonderful. You could add parsley in there, rosemary. I'd say about half a teaspoon is going to be plenty. We're not going to add any salt and pepper at this point because there's salt in the stock and also the sausage as well. We'll taste it at the end and see if it needs it. Some more stock and just continue. Continue as before. And if you get bored using a wooden spoon, because it's Halloween, use a severed hand, if you like. Oh, for God's sake. Don't do that, because that's probably not food safe. Guys, we are almost there. We are almost ready to rock and roll. So we're going to put the finishing touches to this risotto. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to give it a quick taste for seasoning. Pepper. Definitely pepper. Just a little pinch of salt. Doesn't need a lot. I'm also going to add in some frozen peas and of course some Parmesan cheese. It would not be right, would it, if we didn't add any Parmesan cheese. And those peas are going to cook in that residual heat. They won't take long at all. I'm going to add a bit more stock because with a risotto you want it to be loose. If you can stack up a pile of risotto, then it ain't a risotto. Okay, it's got to be really sort of creamy and loose. And we're going to add some knobs of butter. This is a great way to finish off a risotto because again it just boosts that creaminess that you want from a risotto. So that's it, simple as that guys, a risotto. So I'm going to plate it up and we'll get this in my face. Right, so let's dish some of this up. Now this is what I mean about how your risotto should be. So yeah, when you pop it on the plate you should give it a shake and it should collapse immediately. And that's a sign of a good risotto. Okay, if you can stack it up and it stays there, it ain't a risotto. So we're going to add some more Parmesan to that and just a touch of lemon zest because this is a very rich risotto. And that little bit of lemon zest will just cut through it a bit, give it a bit of zip. The risotto's done, got my spoon, let's dig in. Get a bit of that rice, bit of lemon zest, a bit of that sausage, peas. Agreed. It's creamy, salty, cheesy, and those sausages just give like these little flavour bombs. It's just a nice sort of autumn/winter risotto really. It's supremely savoury, comforting, and you don't need a big massive plate of it. Very rich. But listen, what did you think? Leave a comment down below. I hope I haven't pissed off any Italians. If I have, I'm sorry, but it is good. But I'm gonna wrap this up. Thanks again for watching, guys. Really do appreciate it. And remember, if you haven't done so already, hit subscribe. Also hit the little grey notification bell, allow all notifications, so when I upload, YouTube tells you I've got a video up and you can watch it. But without further ado, I'll see your gorgeous faces in the next video. And bye for now. Say goodbye to everybody. I know I piss you off, don't I? Do you hate me? Are you plotting my subsequent demise? Why'd you look at me when I say that? I'm watching you. Oh, I'll let you out now. Come on. I'm happy, he's happy. I'll see you later.